What's up, y'all? I hope y'all are well. My name is Kaci, if you are new to the channel. And what I'm gonna do today, I have not done all year, so I'm kind of excited about walking through Bitcoin with you guys. I don't typically trade crypto. It is not something that I have done consistently in the past. And so I want to take a look at Bitcoin for you guys. So, excuse me, we're going to do a multiple time frame analysis on Bitcoin, and I'm going to share my thoughts with you about major moves, next level, where I think it's going. And y'all can tell me if I'm off, like, girl, you ain't even right, or if you agree with the analysis. So what I'm going to do is I'm marking off my swing highs, swing lows. If you're not familiar, I definitely encourage you to go through the no cost mini course so you can kind of follow along with what it is that I'm talking about. But what I do is I go through and I identify high probability areas where the direction of price can change. And the reason that I do that is because that's how we can get in and capitalize on what the market has to offer us. All right. So I've done the monthly. Now I'm on the weekly, and I'm going to work my way down. I know that in crypto, um, it's a shorter, well, because it's so volatile that the lower time frames make a ton of sense, right? And so I'm gonna go down further than what I typically would on a forex pair. So I believe that I have gotten all of the levels on the weekly, and so now I'm going to go down to the daily, and I am going to identify my levels on the daily. So, I think we got 2 here. Now y'all gotta tell me, if y'all like me looking at Bitcoin on a regular basis, it might have to be something that I incorporate, but, as a newer trader, do I recommend that you trade Bitcoin? Not necessarily, because it is so volatile. Now, when I first got started, I didn't know what I was doing, but Bitcoin was moving straight up. I had enough sense to know that I should be buying. So every opportunity that I saw for a buy, I would buy. And I actually did pretty well on Bitcoin. And so it was more so, it wasn't a strategy. It was more so just like scalping in and out the market. There was no real science behind it. You got to remember, this is 2017. So price is just moving up to the upside. So, but after that, I never really traded it for real. But yeah, so now I'm going through, I'm gonna identify my 4-hour levels, and then we're gonna take a look with the fib and kind of go from there. All right. So I think, let's see. Let's see. All right, I got some levels in here. We got a level there, a level here. We got a level here, and a level here. We got a lot of levels, and we got a breakthrough. Ooh-wee. All right. And then I believe we got one here. All right. Let me I want to double check. Oh, we on point. Okay, we good. So I was just checking to make sure that the levels that I chose are correct. They are. So now I'm gonna go back to the higher time frame chart, not the weekly. We're gonna start off with the monthly, and I'm gonna do my fib so we can figure out where we are, right? Okay, so this was the active fib that is now no longer active because price hit the extension. And it looks like the low was 15,487. 15,000, yeah. So the 786 was 16,004. So these colors in between here, these are your entry levels. Everything outside of A and B are your take profits. So the D extension for this pullback for 786 was actually at 81,463, right? But you see price pushed well above that, and push to a high of almost, I think it's 107 or so. So now that we've hit the extension and it looks like we have found a significant high at daily resistance at 107, it is my thought that we are going to see price move to the downside. Um, Looking at structure, right? I'm gonna get rid of this fib, not even looking at the fib, just looking at structure. Um, the next significant level for me is going to be this zone here, and I'll explain to you why. I'm gonna change this to green because that's a level we want to pay attention to. All right. Okay. So looking at this, and I'm gonna stretch this across. If I can get to it again. What's up? Oh Lord, I gotta move this out the way so I can get to this. There we go. I'm gonna stretch this across so I can show y'all why I think it's important. Now I gotta move this back up. All right. Okay, so I think it's important because if you look here, this was a level of resistance, right? Significant resistance. And now we've broken through this level. And if you don't know about market structure, which I feel like, most people do nowadays, once you break a significant level of structure, price typically comes back to retest that level as the opposite thing. So in this case, it was a significant level of resistance. So it is my thought that we are going to come back and test this level as support before we see any type of advancement or change as far as price moving to the upside. Now, if the test fails and price breaks through this level, then you still moving to the downside. But if we find support, it would be my thought that we would begin to see price move back to the upside. All right. So let's continue to drill down. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. Let's go down to the weekly. And what I want to look at now, because we have hit a level to the upside, we hit the D extension on the higher time frame. I want to see now what's happening to the downside until this 66 or 65, whatever the level is. So I know that I can't get any information as far as a fib is concerned on the daily. I have to drill down to where I can get enough information on the fib. To be able to determine what my moves are. I also know that from the standpoint of crypto, sorry, from the standpoint of crypto, lower time frames are your friend, rather than trying to swing everything. So looking at this, we do not have, let's see, one A, B, yeah. Okay, so I think in order to hit the daily C, let me see, because this has not formed a new fib, even though we have a low. To me, that means that on the higher time frame, we're looking for a C, or not yet, because we don't have a low yet. So this was the low. Um, and then we gotta wait for a pullback. Okay, so let me go back on the 4 hour. I'm going to draw my fib just so I can understand what zone we're gonna be in. Okay. Oh, this makes sense now. Okay, let me do something else. I want to go down to the 1 hour. And I am looking to see if the move to the upside, so the retracement, if it's complete. All right, so we had an A low, a B high, we had a 38.2 pullback. Price formed a 4 hour resistance at this 99.291, and then it's pushing back. So a couple of things could be happening. Price could be coming in for a deeper retracement. We could see price come down to the 618 and then attempt to push up to finish out the sequence, right? So I'm going to draw a green line here. Let me make that green. Or price could be moving to the downside. But I think honestly that we're probably going to get some sort of I don't know if it'll be the 61.8 or in between the 50 and the 61.8. So I'm gonna move that up. And we could see a break above that 4-hour level. Because on the higher time frame, so I'm going back to the daily, we haven't gotten a fib yet, right? So if this were to happen, this would put us right before the 618 on the higher time frame when, because price does have to move back up, right? On the higher time frame. And then that will start to give us the breakdown that we're looking for in order to get to this level, this 666, we'll just call it 66 zone level, right? So I'm going to continue to drill down. If I was looking to get into a sale, it would not be until, because I don't think price is moving for the bigger sale right now. It would not be until this level here. Right. And I'm gonna move this over. Now, let me go back to the 4, where I would place my stop loss. Oh, hold on. My stop loss would be above that 4-hour, just a little bit above that 4-hour resistance. Now, I don't trade Bitcoin, so I don't know how much this is that you are risking or how to calculate. But what I do know is it look at the setup, you do have more reward than you do risk. But that is how I would potentially play that. I want to go in and I want to set this up though. I want to set up my trend lines. So I am going to draw with my ray. There we go. And then I'm going to grab this. There we are. So we've already got the break. We've already got the break. I think we're going to see a push up. And then if this does, in fact, and I'm measuring the entire move, because if we get this low and that's 618 on the daily, I think your first take profit is 82. But I would be bearish. I would be bearish on Bitcoin until 65, 66, until we figure out if price is going to respect this zone or if we're going to push past it for further sales. So that would be my thought. But y'all let me know. What do you think in the comments? My setup would be, like I said, an entry for a sale right around what is this? What is this line? My entry for a sale would be right around $100,886. Dollars. And then I would be, excuse me, looking to carry that sale till about 80, what is this? 82.5. Let's call it 82.5. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. I wouldn't get in for the sale right now. I would wait, because I think what this is doing is trying to find a we still got to find the C on the higher time frame. So that's my thoughts. I'm bearish on Bitcoin till 65, 66. And I would not get in for a sale right now. I would wait to see if we get that push back up right around to 100,800 and then go from there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I am curious. Like I said, I don't trade Bitcoin, but technical analysis should be very similar and the same. I'm curious, for those of you guys who trade, tell me, is your girl off? Or do you see what it is that I see? All right. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you have a very blessed Christmas, very blessed holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate with your family. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Mommy, you always come when I'm working.